Oh, baby. Shout out to Kong. He just whipped out these intros for me. Love that guy. Set this up. Okay, we got Scott in the house with WAGMI Games. This guy isn't just co-founder for WAGMI Games. Ooh, this guy, man, I read his bio. I don't know if any of you guys read his bio. He was, I'm trying to get back in the gym, Scott. I went yesterday, went to that CrossFit workout yesterday. Second time, I've practically gotten out of bed over the last 15 months. I'm a wreck. I'm a mess. Okay. And I go to that CrossFit workout. We did some squats, we're warming up, did a few squats, had this training partner. We had to do it in partners, did some squats. Whew, I was huffing and puffing. Then I had to do a plank. And then we had to run a 200-yard run. After about the first 100 feet, I about dropped dead. And after that 200-yard run, I was practically done for the whole workout. That's how out of shape. It was 2 years ago.
That's funny, man.
I was Mr. GQ body, baby. Okay, so as you know, WAGMI Games. I'm out there in Las Vegas at George's party up there, and lo and behold, oh man, I keep hearing about WAGMI Games. I was hearing about it on Hustle, on his show with Crypto Banter, and I'm like, ooh, I had heard of that. I heard about it around, and then boom, lo and behold, Ian, okay, with WAGMI Games, the founder of WAGMI Games. All right, so it's like we got to get a video going. I'm kind of catching wind a little bit that you guys applied for the next Crypto Gym to be on the next Crypto Gym TV show. Tell me more. I know you signed NDAs, you can't say anything, but man, I'm excited for that show to come out September 7th. How are you doing today, Scott?
I'm doing great. We've had a really exciting last few weeks with our beta launching last week. We're going to be revealing our characters on Thursday, starting Thursday, 12 days of character reveals. We have a lot of announcements that are going to be coming out over the course of the next 30 to 60 days that we're really excited about. And the game so far has been doing phenomenal. Our beta testers right now are really enjoying it. Anybody can go to our website, WagmiGame Game Co., and sign up to be a beta tester. We'll be sending out more emails next week. And yeah, I mean, you would be right. We did send a submission video for the next Crypto Gem way back. I mean,
right.
I think this was like last November I submitted that video. I think there was quite a few projects that submitted too, maybe like 25 or 30 projects from what I remember.
Actually, I think it's closer to 100.
Oh, really?
I
was way off then.
I know multiple dozens applied.
Do you really?
I've had Jet on a couple times. He's come on the show. We've gotten really close. I was out there at Decentral Miami in November. Jet's this little whippersnapper running around. Who's this guy? We're talking to BitBoy, actually. And then here comes Jet. And I'm like, who's this guy? We were a little unsure. BitBoy, I could just tell. He was really skeptical at the time. Who's this?
Well, the number one scammer in crypto was skeptical of someone. That's really funny to me.
Oh, you're cracking me up. I love it. So it's like, who's this guy? Well, he's talking. He had no partner, hardly anything going, no partnerships except Kevin Harrington. Was going to make an appearance on the show, and he's talking about Shark Tank, and I could tell he's hustling. He had a good, vibe about him. Okay. Even though, I could tell he was getting shot down a lot during that time. He was just trying to get in, doing anything he can to work his magic and get him. Well, lo and behold, he gets George with, I am George. We're all George. He would be I would have guessed, a very difficult person to have come on your show. Right.
I feel like George is one of the few guys in crypto that's been able to maintain a level of respect with his channel. That like one of the few big channels where he's just always been about Bitcoin. He's always been a straight shooter. He always covers the market. He's not shilling any like random scam tokens. And I really respect George for that. He's a good dude.
Yep. Yeah. And
he likes Legos, and I love collecting things too. So we get along great.
So you're a Lego guy.
Okay. Dude, I got behind me, I got Amiibos, I got Funko Pops, I got, collectible cards, I got Dragon Ball Z statues.
Oh, I love it.
I got it all.
It's so fun. So George is doing this Cryptos RS Plus channel. He's been talking about it, tweeting about it, talking about it on a show, and so fun. Okay. And he wants me to help with this show, do a gaming section on the show. And Kong and I, so we're whipping up ideas. We're gonna be focusing on gaming specifically, mostly DeFi, gaming, NFTs, things like that. Okay, on this show, but mostly gaming. I think I'm so excited. I want to knock this out of the park for him. We'll be featuring games. We'll probably be getting you back on. That'll be fun.
I feel like since George did the show, I've noticed I've noticed on like his YouTube and even on his Twitter, he's starting to really embrace the influencer role, right? Where now he just had his party in Vegas, which I was invited to. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it out there, but Ian did go to the party, so you got to meet Ian there, which was great. I did hang out with George in Miami. That was a lot of fun during BTC Miami.
Right.
I mean, Grady, I hope you do a show because, George is really starting to take advantage of what's coming, I think, which is going to be the next bull run relatively soon. And, whoever establishes themselves now in general, I mean, me, my background is YouTube. I was the first person to really do, fitness videos full time back in 2009 when everyone said YouTube was stupid and never going to turn into anything. And I'll tell you what, man, like it's all of the people who were grinding, all of the OGs in the space that were getting the word out. Those are the guys and the girls that are still around today and do very well for themselves. And so for you, your channel's growing, you're doing great. You're meeting a lot of people in the space. And kind of like to what you said earlier, right? Where you said Jet was having a hard time, gaining some traction and talking to people. That's just how it is. And it's so sad too, because in Web3, it's such a small community that it like you never here's something that my parents taught me growing up. Like, my parents always taught me treat everybody with respect. Don't ever judge a book by its cover and all that stuff. And aside from just being a good person, the other side to that equation is you never know who is going to, be successful or maybe have an opportunity in the future that you might want to reach out to, right? Like you never want to burn any bridges. So like always be a good person, but also understand like if you're just shooting people down and you're being kind of a douchebag and then that person's idea takes off, you're done.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people in this space we won't talk about in this video that, when they do inevitably reach out to me for anything, I'll be more than happy to work with them. I'm gonna let them know and be like, you're a little douchey first time we met. And it's just, I want you to know that I know that.
Yeah. And so, I mean, my biggest foundational thing, the reason why I started the YouTube channel in the first place is I love to find projects out there with strong core values. They have a strong why that's driving them. They're not looking at the 5 minutes in front of their face trying to make a quick buck. It's about a passion. They have a strong ethos and a why that's driving them. They have a vision to solve a problem or fix something in crypto or create a fun game. Okay. And that's what's driving them. And they have strong core values that look out for the best interests of others, even over their own best interests. They follow that golden rule. That's what we do here when I try to find those projects. And as we know, most of them, now this might be an exception here because you're on the team here. You're one of the co-founders, but most of them it's just an absolute disaster when it comes to messaging, communication, any type of marketing. It's just like, it drives me crazy as a business guy. It's like, and I just want to help promote these guys because they're good guys. They just don't get it when it comes to how to promote your brand, how to get out there and get known. Drives me nuts, man. I'll tell you what.
Well, a lot of people, they ask me like how I got with WagMi. And the truth of the matter is when I first got into crypto, I did it as an influencer because all I knew really was YouTube. So I said, well, I'm interested in crypto. I made a lot with Shiba Inu. I was able to get in before like the crazy pumps it had. And that piqued my interest, obviously, in crypto. And I figure, well, as a YouTuber, I tend to learn more if I'm forced to like research and create content. And so I kind of went down the influencer route and I started working with projects and I turned down a lot of projects. During the bull run, people wanted to take advantage of my fitness following, like all of these move to earn tokens. So like, hey, we'll give you, 80 grand if you do a video for us.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, your token makes no sense. Like, who's paying the earn while you're moving? Like there was just no foundation to any of these business models. It was just take advantage of the hype, pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump. And it was very obvious. And there were some projects I worked with that I still stand by today that I think are going to do well in the next bull run. And I started to realize most of them were in gaming. And when I finally was introduced to WAGMI, and I was actually introduced to WAGMI from one of my subscribers, because even at 2.7 million subscribers, almost 2.8,
yeah,
I've always been very active with my community, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. And actually, I had somebody hit me up randomly in Telegram saying, hey, you should check out these guys, WAGMI. They're building a cool tower defense game. They just started like 3 months ago. And so I reached out to them and we had a conversation, and they were getting ready to mint the Genesis NFTs. So this is like last February, right? Maybe, yeah, okay. Last February. And I said, listen, guys, after the first meeting was over, I was talking to my business partner, Costas, who's also a core member now too. I was like, dude, this is the strongest team we have spoken to in the last year by far. You know, this is like, these guys have, you know, they know how to build a business. They know how to scale. They understand marketing, all the things that you just said. It's so funny. Like they had it all. Like they have a background in actually building businesses. Our CEO, Ian, you know, he had a $20 million exit out of a company he built called Autotropolis 5 or 6 years ago, right? Affiliate market. Like they just understood it all. The one piece they were missing was the influencer.
Okay.
And so I came on board, and over the course of the previous year, I was able to make a lot of friends in the space, and I put them all on WAGMI, and we sold out the Genesis NFTs in a week. There was about $400 per NFT. There was 3,022 of them, and we sold them all out in a week. It was insane.
Wow.
And after that first month of helping getting these NFTs minted, me and my business partner went back to the WAGMI team, the core four, Ian, Chris, Lewis, and Khaled, and we said, listen, you know, we want to be here full time. We want to come on board as co-founders, and we want to work our ass off and get this thing to the next level. And that's basically how myself and Costas joined the team, and the rest is history. I mean, how far we've come in 18 months. Like,
wow,
Grady, when I can finally talk about what's coming in the next few weeks with you, everybody right now who's watching, even like our lead strategic advisor, we haven't even announced yet. This guy is like a legend in the gaming space. And we haven't announced him yet because we have a plan. We're going to announce our characters first, and then eventually announce him to move into our catalyst in September, which one of those is going to be our founders packs for our games. We have a huge partnership going on with those two. Like, there's so much about to hit at once. It's going to make your head spin, and we're excited.
Oh man, that is wild. Yeah. I mean, I'm really tight into the DeFi Kingdoms community, and I was out there kind of repping DeFi Kingdoms in November at Bitcoin, in Decentral Miami. I was killing me that I wasn't at Bitcoin Miami. I mean, it killed me that I didn't go. But hey, and Jet's there at the time, had nobody. Kevin Harrington, guest appearance. Since then, he's got George, he's got BitBoy, he's got Leia Helper, and he's got Brian D. Evans, baby, who is also at the party. All right, all these things going, and I was hounding the DeFi Kingdoms team to get in there to apply. I was I had already been all over George about DeFi Kingdoms, different things. And then lo and behold, they apply. So, and that is coming out. We don't know quite what happened, what's going on with the show, but it's coming out September 7th. We're all eagerly awaiting and anticipating such things.
And I like DeFi Kingdoms too. I was actually texting Dreamer the other day when they brought out the pets.
Oh, baby.
The pets I thought were so cool. Okay. I love the pixelation of the cards. I how the backgrounds move and have all these different animation effects to them.
Right.
I mean, it's a big game. Like there's a lot going on at DeFi Kingdoms.
So much. I mean, we could talk hours and days and weeks about all the vastness of that ecosystem and everything the team's doing. They're grinding. all the things going, but we're here to talk about WagMi Games. But that's so cool to hear. Even here, there's the hint, guys. He texted Dreamer. I love it. Dreamer, who was also at the party, baby. We love that guy. We love the team. Okay. And so, you know, it's so interesting to see Jet, I believe, is just a phenomenal make it happen guy, almost unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's so amazing. What I've seen unfold since then, in just like 6 months, boom. He's just Mr. Make It Happen. He's always out there hustling, and he's connected with big VCs, big money out there. He's connected with, you know, big time developers, connected with all these influencers, all the biggest influencers. And it's just amazing to see the distribution. I think on the show, anybody will be able to watch it when it comes out. There's going to be lots of different options anywhere in the world, pretty much. We'll be able to watch that, baby. And so, man, I'm excited for that show. It'll be interesting to see if WagMi Games made it in there on that show. We'll see.
Hopefully, at least they'll play our submission video. That'd be cool.
Hey, there you have it. Okay. So it's really cool meeting Ion. All right. And that dude, I'll tell you what, he talked to talk. He's confident. He is.
Oh, yeah. Ion is a very confident CEO. I obviously have a history of running my own businesses very successfully, and I learn a lot. I'm always learning from Ian every time we do a call together. He's a great guy.
Yeah, that is great. Okay, so everybody, I posted this tweet here in the chat. In fact, I can even do it again because this tweet is phenomenal. Okay, with Scott, he's got it pinned right here. It's a 5-minute video. All right, 5 minutes, and he covers it. I was just kind of wowed. I'm like, Kong, we got to do stuff like this. So even for myself, you did such a good job on helping people sign up for the game and to the beta version. People can start playing on an Android or a computer or even on an iPhone too. There is a way to do that.
So right now for the closed beta, it's Android only.
Okay.
I'm actually an iPhone user. So what I did was I downloaded an emulator called BlueStacks. And what that basically does is it just emulates an Android. So you can still log into the Google Play Store, and then, you know, even if you have an Android, you can still download BlueStacks and use the same account if you wanted to play on your computer.
Okay.
The reason being is because iOS doesn't let you segment who's on your beta. Like, for example, like we're only allowing people to even find WagMi Defense. Like if you were to search for WagMi Defense right now on your Android, it won't pop up. But if you submit your email on our website and then we approve it, it'll pop up for you in the store, right? That's how you get in the beta.
Yeah.
And it's really important to do that because we don't want the entire world playing WagMi Defense right now because we're in beta. We're still fixing bugs. We're still making adjustments.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a beta, right? But I can guarantee anybody watching right now, if you submit your email on wagmigame.io, you'll get on the beta either next week or the week after for sure. Because what I'm going to start doing is more content on my channel. So you can actually join me for a little battle royale action.
Let's go. And that's exactly what you do on this video. You even explain the BlueStacks and everything on this short 5-minute video. And then you even do some gameplay.
Oh, yeah. And dude, like I'm like everything with me when I do these videos, it has to be one shot. So I reshot this video like 70 times just to get it. You know how it is. You're obviously on YouTube and editing.
No, I don't like
having too many cuts.
I know. I hate the editing part.
Yeah. Well,
I would rather do multiple shots if I was. I know.
But if you do it all in one shot, then you don't have to edit because it's all done. That's the beauty of using Streamlabs. You just set all your tabs up, and then you make sure you're clicking them in the right order.
Oh man, I love it. So, dude, you are all over the place. Look at this pure good-looking hunk of man flesh right now. His pectorals are fluttering from the CrossFit workout this man just did. His glutes are activated. Look at this. He's got 2.8 million subs. This one's got 10 million views. You're putting them out there. Yeah. Look at that.
I have,
you've got other stuff.
You know, my goal was to teach fitness to the world. Yeah, this is my gaming channel, which I'm starting to bring back to life. I just kind of did this for fun to play Dokkan Battle, and I grew it to 55,000 subscribers. And
Wow.
I was doing a lot of collabs with a lot of other gamers. And now that we're in beta, actually, a lot of my friends that have huge channels on Dokkan, like
Yeah.
100,000, 300,000 subscribers, they're looking for new games to play, and they're really
Yep.
excited to play WagMi Defense.
That's so cool. Okay, so back to WagMi. This video is a must watch for anybody. 5 minutes. That's a must watch. Okay, so the beta's out. You got the gameplay. It's a tower defense game.
Yep. Very
Okay.
similar. Yep. Very similar gameplay to Clash Royale, in that you have to deploy your troops, defend your towers, while also trying to get your troops across the map to blow up the middle tower on the other side. And we're gonna have our own twists and turns along the way. So like we're as much like Clash as Fortnite is like Call of Duty, right? Same genre, but different elements in the gameplay that we hope people will think makes ours more fun.
I love it. Okay. So a few questions before we dive into the gameplay. One, tokenomics. I've noticed the token has really pumped. Okay, over the last 3 months. What's going on there?
So basically, people are starting to realize that we're releasing our beta, because now that our beta is live, we're already testing our in-game economy. So I don't know if you know this, but you can actually purchase our in-game NFTs with a credit card. So yeah, so like people who are playing even our beta testers are already spending money in-game to purchase extra characters, to level them up, purchasing the in-game soft currency as well. And our token is a 100% utility token in the game. And we're really trying to utilize WagMi Defense, our first game, because we plan on making more games. We're really trying to utilize our first game as like an introduction for Web 2 people to get used to using the token in game for other things other than just buying. So for example, if you play Call of Duty, you don't purchase guns or skins for your character with a credit card. You use the credit card to buy COD points, and then you spend the COD points to purchase these things. So we're doing the same exact thing in our game, except that the token you buy is a crypto token. And then what we can do in the future, because we're going to have tournaments and all things like that inside the game, we're going to say, hey, if you want to participate in the upcoming tournament, you have to have $10 worth of WagMi token in your account minimum, right? So not everybody who wants to enter the tournament has to have $10 worth of WagMi token. Or we can say, hey, if you want to go into this boutique section of the marketplace to buy these NFTs, you have to hold at least $5 worth of WagMi token in your wallet, right? And you might think, well, that's not a lot of token to have to buy. Well, our goal is mass adoption. Games like Clash Royale have 14 million players concurrently every month. All of Web3 maybe has like, I don't know, 200, right? 300.
200,
yeah, maybe like half of those are bots. So when you're talking about 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 players all spending, money to buy the in-game token to use it for various things, because you can also pay for in-game items with token as well. So for those of you that are crypto savvy, you might buy a bag of WagMi tokens because as the game becomes more popular and those tokens become worth more, you can buy more stuff with it in game, right? So there's a whole economy going on behind the scenes that crypto savvy people are very aware of, and we're hoping to use the game to educate Web 2 people coming in who are starting to play, and they're starting to see all these things. So what's so unique, Grady, is even when you download the beta, right? You're just downloading it to your phone, and what is that? Maybe 200 got me. Oh, okay.
I was about to say 200,000 total.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you actually just meant 200 people.
It's just 200 people. When you download the game, you just log in like with your Google Play email or one of your socials, and you're already playing the game.
Wow.
The actual sign up process is a custodial wallet is created for you as soon as you log in. And at any point in time, you can change it to your MetaMask or your Trust wallet or whatever, Or you can just take ownership of that custodial wallet and it becomes non-custodial. And then, you can do whatever you want with your assets.
That is beautiful. That is like music to my ears.
Well, because the big play here, we want traditional gamers on YouTube and Twitch and Kick streaming our content, but also not afraid to tell people how to download it, right?
Right.
Like most games in Web3, people say, hey, how do I play that game? Well, first you got to make a Coinbase account, then you got to buy Ethereum, then you got to transfer it to MetaMask, and you got to connect your MetaMask to this website, and then use this website to buy this NFT, then connect this NFT to the game, and then you can play the game. It takes about an hour. Right?
And then you got to wait a week for it to clear the bank, and then make sure you write down your seed phrase. And don't lose it. You're probably going to lose it, and don't let anybody steal your funds, and because that'll probably happen too. And
and in the world right now, it's the truth. They're still terrified of crypto, but they understand gaming and owning their digital assets. They understand that. So that's all we're doing is, hey, download, log in, play. So go right there. Well, you can't because it's not the game, but if you go to the shop, so scroll to the right a little bit.
Okay. The shop.
Actually, you know what?
Here, you got it up. Do you have it up?
Yeah, I do. Let me change my presentation screen real quick.
Okay. You got it right there.
Yeah.
Sure. So. Man, this is so fun. I love everything you're saying is just music to my ears. But okay, you got it. There it is.
So if you go to the shop and you go to cards, these are all NFTs. And you can, if you want to buy these NFTs, you just buy the Idalium, right? It's our in-game soft currency with credit card, and then use that to purchase the NFTs. And they go right into your box here, and then you can build your team. It's as easy as that. And then you're already ready to play. Actually, do you want me to do it? I can even show you guys. Yeah, let's do a battle.
Gameplay. Let's go.
Here, does this do volume?
It
does.
Well, it's, you know what? It's a little, they just updated, StreamYard updated. Okay, if you want us to hear the volume, you have to go to the settings at the bottom of the StreamYard and go to audio and then turn off the echo cancellation. Like uncheck that.
Okay, I just did.
Okay, and then I'll be echoey, so I won't talk. I still can't hear it though.
Really?
No. There it is.
I turned it up.
Okay.
So right now I'm actually playing against the AI.
Beautiful.
This AI is letting me just take him to school right now.
Nice.
I'm going to drop my human emperor on this alien emperor.
And these guys doing the damage are NFTs that you buy.
Yeah, so all these characters are NFTs that you can own, you can level up.
I love it.
Oh, I'm going to win.
Oh, yeah.
I gotcha.
That is awesome.
Orlando 964. That's funny.
I love it. Now you'll probably need to go turn the echo cancellation back. Otherwise it's probably really echoey.
Okay, yeah, let me echo cancellation.
Okay. Should be good now.
Yeah, so that was me actually versus the AI bot, and I whooped its butt. Sometimes the AI will take you by surprise and destroy you. So one of the things that we're doing, obviously, is working on the balancing. So even when you're going against the AI, you're going against AI that's at the same skill level as you.
I love it. Okay. Man, that is so cool. So next time you come on here, I'll have everything ready to go. We'll be playing for real. We'll be playing each other, baby.
Oh, it gets intense. I was doing battle royales before with a bunch of the other creators, and like there was like 8 of us on stream, and we went at it for like 2 hours. And this was even before the beta had characters that were balanced or anything like that. And it was getting heated. It was getting pretty heated with these battles. And there was no like specific meta either for the teams. There were a few different team strategies that worked, which is always good because, you know, some of the problems with some of these games that I see is like if you have, you know, X, Y, and Z cards or characters, you automatically win all the time, right? And with our game, all of the characters are available to everyone, right? Like everybody can get every character in the game. Everybody has equal chance to level up those characters. And what we're doing for collectability here, I'll show you this, Grady. I'm going to pull up a different
okay, go ahead.
A different photo here. Let's see, share screen.
Yep. I love it, man. This is so fun. Tell me again real quick. What's the utility of the WAGMI token again? So I tried to buy some on my phone. It didn't let me buy it on Uniswap on Ethereum.
Did you set the slippage to 5.5?
No. That's why it didn't work.
You know, Costas has been telling me to make a how to buy video for Uniswap, so I think I'll have to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
There's just a few little
clips. Do it on stream right now after you're done showing me this. Go.
Yeah, so
okay.
The way the in-game economy works. So our senior product manager is this guy. His name is Esteban Gil. He comes from EA, Electronic Arts.
Okay.
He built out the in-game economy for Apex Legends, Garana Free Fire. He's worked on Battlefield. So he really understands how to balance games and how to make sure that, you know, players want to come back and basically grind, right, to collect everything. And with us being a free-to-play game, every single person here can log in and start earning the characters. You'll get these characters from loot crates. You'll get them from winning battles. And what's going to happen is you're going to get these common variants. Every so often, maybe it'll drop a rare or an epic or a legendary, right? But for the most part, you're going to get these common variants from the loot crates. And basically, what we've designed is a system, a deflationary system, where if you want to create a legendary version, this is our Alien Emperor Temelculus.
Okay.
You have to get 5 commons and then burn those to create 1 rare. And then 5 rares create an epic and 5 epics create a legendary. So you have to burn about 125 commons to bring it to legendary. Now, we're not a pay for power game. Again, we're free to play. So you can have a level 10 common and a level 10 legendary, and on the board, it's the same character, same stats, same power, right? But it's the collectability of having the legendary variant versus the common. So, for example, whenever a match starts, I get to see your deck and you get to see mine.
Okay.
And if you have all blue cards and mine are all yellow legendaries, that's like a flex, like an intimidation. You're probably like, shit, this guy's going to whip my butt. He's got all legendary cards. Maybe I grinded them all. Maybe I bought them from the secondary market off of somebody else and they made money, right? Yeah. Either way, I got all my legendaries. And these are going to be seasonal. So these will be, for example, season 1 variants of the Alien Emperor. Once we start season 2, you can't use season 2 Alien Emperors to level up your season 1s in terms of like increasing the rarity. So you would have to go to the secondary market. So let's say you were only able to get 4 epics and you really wanted that legendary. You'd have to go to the secondary market and buy your 5th legendary, your 5th epic off somebody there. If you wanted to merge them and create a legendary card of your own. So we're utilizing the collectability, very similar to like Marvel Snap, right? In order to get people excited about grinding and playing the game to get more rare variants of the cards.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. That's awesome. Okay. Nice, man.
And so, and one other thing too that we're doing, you see
Mhm.
the top right, you see how this is like a comic book variant up here?
Right?
So we thought it'd be really cool because we did a comic book, and we were talking a little bit about this before we started here.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my
He's
screen
just
for
a
the.
level 2 comic book guy. Okay.
So we actually released our comic book collection, Nefi Wars, back in December. We actually did it in partnership with GameStop, and we released it on their NFT marketplace. And we actually just recently, because that was L2, we just recently brought it to OpenSea. Already got the collection verified, literally last week. And now it's on an L1 network. And it's for a few different reasons. Number one, it just makes it a hell of a lot easier for people to buy, sell, and trade on OpenSea. Because whenever you're dealing with an L2, there's like some people were having connectivity issues. Some people were having a hard time transferring Ethereum from L1 to L2. And we're like, you know what? We're just going to bring the comic to L1 because honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter for the utility that we have. And for the comic books, the mint price was about $89.
Okay.
And I think there's a handful of them right now available for around like 98.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't actually have to own the comic book to read the comic. Anybody can go to OpenSea right now, click on any comic book, and once it loads here in this window, you can actually read the comic right there. And you can start to learn the story of WAGMI Defense.
Really?
And so, yeah. And so the question becomes then, why would you purchase a comic if anybody can go here and they can read it? Well, what you're going to be able to do relatively soon is actually lock the comic book on our dashboard. And on our dashboard, once you lock it, you'll get a physical copy for free in the mail. All you got to do is pay shipping. It's like $2 or $3.
Oh.
Yeah, so you'll get, and it's only ever going to be 5,973 of these comics ever created for physical copies because that's how many NFTs there are. I'm not sure why this is not loading. It must be something going on with OpenSea. But I assure you, it does load. Of course, it doesn't load when I'm showing you live on camera. You know, of course, that's how it works. But
you gotta love it.
it will load. And then once the game is publicly released, this is what's really cool. For every comic you own, because we had some people that bought like 5, 10, 15, 20 comics, every single month, you're going to get a comic exclusive war chest. And in that war chest is the only place you're ever going to be able to get those comic variants of the characters. So if you think in terms of people who like to collect or like to flex, they're going to want to get either their hands on these comics, or they're going to be waiting for people to list them for sale in the secondary marketplace because the only other way they'll be able to get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bringing utility to a comic book that you can use in a game, I think is really cool.
That is fun. You can actually get the physical comic book.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do right now. We can talk about anything if you've got more you want to talk about. This is pretty in-depth, this game. So first, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to buy a little WAGMI token, and then we're going to buy an NFT comic.
Oh, baby.
Right now, baby. Live on air. Okay, and it worked there. It worked for you. We just saw it. We just saw the comic. Okay, so I'm on Uniswap. It's connected to my MetaMask wallet. And then you always want to come here. Make sure you get the right token. WagmiGame Games is what it looks like, you know, on CoinGecko. And then over here, contract. You copy the contract. You can add it right to MetaMask. Okay, and so it's being recognized now. Now I'm just going to DCA into this token. Tell me a little bit more again.
Did you set the slippage to 5.5?
Okay, so that's necessary. Slippage to 5.5.
Yep.
Max slippage. We're going to say custom.
Yep.
5.5. All right. So that's done.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, so token utility. 100% utility token in the game. When you want to enter our tournaments, you have to enter using WAGMI token. If you want to get some stuff out of our boutique shop, you have to have WAGMI token to do it. You can also buy things in the game with WagMi token as well. Eventually in the future, like maybe Q1 or Q2 of next year, we're going to have skill-based matches where you can actually wager USDT or Ethereum or WagMi token as well.
Okay.
So we're really trying to bring as much utility to the tokening game as possible. There's also some governance for those of you who are crypto savvy. So as we roll out lean ops and we start to expand the story and bring new characters in, or maybe we're going to hold a tournament and we're deciding how much we want to make the prize pot. Those will be things for the governance where you'll be able to vote on. And moving forward, now that the in-game economy is live, we're going to be taking 5% of our daily profits and buying back on the chart. Half those tokens are getting locked, and the other half are going to be used for tournaments. Prize pool for tournaments. So there's going to actually be buybacks on the chart as well.
Nice. Okay, and I notice also it's mostly circulating.
We're pretty much, there's 84% is circulating.
Yeah.
If you go to our website, we actually have a really nice tokenomics graphic that was made to showcase where all the tokens are. But yeah, our fully diluted to regular market cap is very close to each other.
Yeah, 84% circulating. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Where is that on your website? Is this
on the right, go to WagMi Games.
WagMi Games. Okay.
Yep. And then scroll down. Should be on that page. There it is.
Nice. Okay. So advisor 2% goes to advisory, 4% to exchange listings, 5% to treasury wallet, 5% to game economy, 84% circulating.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good to me.
And we thought it was really important to have a lot of our token circulating because a lot of games don't. And people are buying up tokens, not realizing that there's unlocks happening and it's diluting the worth of their bag.
Like big time. Happens
and also,
like crazy.
Also too, Grady, we're the only token in the top 30 of gaming tokens. I should even top 50, to be honest, that isn't VC funded. So there's not a VC out there that has our token and just waiting to dump on our chart.
Okay.
In fact, we actually had multiple calls with VCs that we turned down. Actually, a couple of them, we told them that they're scammers and we don't do pump and dumps. They actually wanted us to relaunch our token, screw over our entire community just to give them like 15, 20% of the supply.
Dude, that happens. It's unbelievable how most, even just good projects out there, are VC pump and dumps so often.
Well, dude, and unfortunately, there's a lot of projects out there that are good projects. And as soon as they start to gain traction, oops, oh yeah, we gave away 20% of the supply to VCs and now they're dumping. Yeah, it gets pretty scary out there. So, not being VC funded and getting as far as we have, I think is incredible. You don't see that too often.
So where did your funding come from?
So a lot of it came from us in the beginning as founders. Okay. But we raised like 1.2 million for the Genesis NFTs.
Okay.
We raised.
Oh yeah.
We did about 250,000 in our first week with the comics when we released those last December. Okay. And then we have a 5% tax on our token, so the token tax has been helping out as well.
I see.
And also, the founders, we've all basically been working for free for the last 18 months. Every single dime that's come in has gone to the game. Period.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, I love hearing everything you just said. You say we just bought it on Uniswap on Ethereum. So all this is on Ethereum. It's also on Gate.io. It looks like Bitmart, DigiFinex, and XC.
We listed on. If you go back to that page that has the tokenomics at the very top.
Okay.
It has. Yeah, it has all of our listings. We're on Gate.io, which was really awesome. We listed with them like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We're on Bitmart, Bit4X, CoinsBit, LA Token, XT.com, DigiFinex, and obviously Uniswap and 1inch.
Okay. Any other plans of listings?
It's tough. The goal is to list everywhere.
Everywhere. Let's get on Coinbase. Let's get on Binance.
And here's the thing, right? Like we'll eventually get on all those exchanges, A lot of people in crypto, they kind of just have like this when exchange. It's not worth it right now to pay $300,000, $400,000 to list on an exchange when the market's not
Right.
pumping. I mean, how many
Right.
tokens have you seen list on like a KuCoin or a Kraken or even a Coinbase and nothing happens on the
Right.
chart?
Right.
So it's like,
nuts. You got to do that strategically and tactfully. It's so expensive.
oh yeah.
Okay, that's hard. So right here we got GF Burke in the house, and shout out to a lot of other folks in the house. We've got some other influencers that were in here. Crypto Tro. We had Sergeant Filthy McNasty. We had Sticks Intern. Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms is in the house. All those guys, influencers. Well, GF Burke, baby, he's a big crypto. He's a lifer, crypto lifer. We've had Crypto Lifer on the channel before. Love that guy. Met him in Central Miami. And
he's Crypto Lifer. He has a YouTube channel, right?
Yes, he does. He's got a big YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
that. Yes, good dude. He's come on, and I think Burke. I mean, I know Lifer. They've talked about WagMi Games in there a few times. They've been trading it some. That's fun. Yeah, there it is. I think Burke. See, as soon as Burke piped up WagMi, let's go. Right there, it already tells me that he probably made a bunch of money trading it already.
Awesome. I mean, we had all-time high, $65 million market cap, and then we've been trading sideways at about 30 to 32 million, ready for the next leg up.
Right, and it's actually so, and this is what Hustle said on his channel, and he even kind of called it ahead of time. He said there'll probably be a buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what we see a lot. And so we've seen it retrace. It's only at a $28 million market cap, according to CoinGecko here. Anyways, so hey, and so that's why I just bought a little bit. It's retraced back down. Where's the chart? Where'd you go, chart? Where's the chart? The chart was there. Now the chart. Oh, I think.
And retracing is healthy. No one's going to buy a chart that's just sending to the moon the entire time.
So here's the 90-day chart. I mean, look at that. So I remember Hustle called it. Hustle was talking about the announcements, and then I was thinking about it. I was looking into it. Next thing I knew, it's up 300% or whatever it was, in a short time.
Yeah, and that was just us announcing that the beta is ready. I mean, we haven't even gotten close to announcing our biggest catalysts. Yeah. And what I like is you can't be looking at us like a traditional crypto token that you trade. Because most crypto tokens that you're trading, you do buy the rumor, sell the news. But everyone who's buying the rumor, selling the news now, the news isn't over yet.
That's right.
And I feel bad for some of these people that dump their bags because we obviously look to see what people are buying and selling. I was like, you might have thought you made out like a bandit, but this chart 2-3 months from now, I think this is going to look like a straight line because we're just going to be doing so well.
I'll tell you what. So, and I can tell you guys this. I don't know. Jet is a great friend of mine, but he has not told me who's on the show. Okay. Just to be clear. So I don't know.
I haven't told you who's on the show. I don't know who's on the show. I know that
just
submitted.
from the feedback that I've gotten from when I paid close attention. I took Jet's advice. He told me you're going to have, because I asked him on the show, who else applied? What are some of the other projects we can look for? We knew DeFi Kingdoms. That was the only project that I knew of at the time. Okay. And so since then, when I'm watching George's videos, when he's talking about the next crypto gym, I'll see the community in there commenting. Oh, I'll see the Suka community commenting. It's obvious there's a ton of Suka influence going on there. So my only takeaway is Suka applied to be on that TV show. I've noticed it from Squid Games or something. Okay. And then I think there's some different Squid something, but I think there's
a sponsor, a Squid Row sponsor. I forget their name.
Okay. And
it's on their website.
Oh, okay. And then, so those are some of the tokens I'm wanting
to grow. Squid Grow. That's
Squid Grow.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, I know they were posted on the Hourglass Twitter as a sponsor a while back.
Okay. All right. And I notice also Brian D. Evans advises for them now. Does Brian D. Evans and George, do they advise you guys?
I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
We're friends. Like they'll,
Yeah.
me and George will shoot the shit about Legos, and if I have some questions, I'll ask them.
Here's another question that Zabu asked here, trying to catch up 2X. So is WagMi Games a studio/platform with plans to release more games?
Yeah, so great question, Zabu. Yeah, so WagMi Games is the name of our franchise, and our first game is WagMi Defense. So we plan on releasing more games. We're actually really focusing on expanding beyond the realm of gaming. We're really focusing on transmedia. So that's why, for example, like you saw our comic book collection, we're actually already almost done with volume 2. We've been working with one of the top AAA graphic design companies in the world to redesign all of our characters, which we're going to start releasing those one at a time. This Thursday, we redid our 12 main hero units. And when you guys see the company that's behind that, you're going to be like, wow, how'd they land this deal? Yeah. Top AAA company in the world that does like Transformers, Pacific Rim, Alita Battle Angel, Apex Legends, Call of Duty Black Ops, Dark Crystal, Borderlands 2. Really serious firm that worked with us to redo our characters to make sure that they were top notch for when this game gets released. We've been working with Room 8 on, so like, for example, the gameplay you saw earlier, that's like the bare bones of what it's going to look like when we're done.
Right.
Every single character, as well as like their drop-in animations, their attack animations, and even their death animations are all being upgraded by this company called Room 8. In fact, let me show you really quick.
Okay.
I'll share my screen.
Pull it up.
Yeah, because we actually we posted these on our Twitter page, and so kind of give you a better idea of what's going on.
Okay. GF Burke said he's a trader, but he doesn't trade this. He just stacks it, baby.
Baby. That's what I like to hear.
Uh-huh.
So this is the Human Emperor. You guys saw me playing him in the game earlier.
Okay.
This is what his new attack is going to look like. Much more polished, much more clean, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then even like his animation when he enters the map, he kind of does like that superhero landing, right?
Cool.
And then when he dies, he does like a Mega Man like particle explosion.
A Mega Man explosion, boys and girls.
Even the Alien Emperor, you guys saw him on the map, right? He didn't even have his trident on the gameplay. He was using his fists.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, so now he's got his trident, and then he has his appearance. He kind of lands and stabs the ground with his trident. So all of this animation, all these updates have not even been implemented in the beta yet. So anybody who gets on the beta now, you're going to see the game transform before your very eyes. Yo, Kayla. What's up, Kayla?
Yeah, let's go. Anybody coming in late, I always say just catch up at 2x speed or 1.5x speed, baby. Saves you more time that way. Okay, dude, this is so fun. So here's another thing, maybe the last thing, we'll see, that we do here. Let's buy up one of these.
Yeah.
What do you think? They're all the same price. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
So here's the thing. There's 6 different rarities, right? And when you get your comic exclusive war chest, so right there, you see the John and Susie. That's our most common variant. I think there was 3,000 of those.
Okay.
So you're more than likely going to get a common variant of the NFTs, right?
Okay.
But there is still a chance that you'll get a rare, epic, or legendary from a common. Okay. Now, if you get one of our legendary covers, which are the Susie covers, there was only 135 of those, your chances of getting a more rare variant of the comic exclusive NFTs is much higher, right?
Oh.
So those are our calf rate and Archon. Those are like our second rarest, right? So it goes Susie and John.
With the Thanos looking guy there?
Yeah, so those guys are brothers. In the front is calf rate, and behind him is Archon, one of our main villains.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm posting this in here again. So we got Kayla saying, get a Susie. Which one's Susie?
So go to where it says price low to high.
Okay.
and then change it to like rarity.
Okay. Rarity rank or no?
No, top right. On the top right, it says price
Oh,
low to high.
got it.
Yeah, change it to was it rarity or something like
Most
that? Most
rare.
rare, yeah.
Okay.
So those are the Suzies.
Okay. These are the big dogs.
Yeah, those are the
Hmm.
most rare ones that are in the collection. Actually, if so, everybody who purchases an NFT, the comic, the physical copy will be a Suzy cover. So you'll actually get a physical copy with the Suzy cover.
Okay. I see. So
If I were you, I would actually sweep the floor a little bit and scoop up the commons, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to get those comic exclusive war chests. And I'd rather have like a couple commons versus pooling all my money into one legendary. But that's just me.
Okay. Well, all
Again,
right.
but hey, you know, if you
There's
got balls
Suzy.
and you want to buy a Suzy covered for 0.78 ETH.
I don't know. That might be a little steep for me right now. Okay, so this is secret rare.
Yeah, so that's our second most common rare.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Ultra rare. That's also the same price. And then rare.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
some different variants. Yeah.
I see. So these are all rare. I
Yep.
think I could swing this one.
To be honest, I think that's my favorite cover is the Archon and Calf Rate ones.
Okay. And so what should I do, this one or this one?
So I scroll down. There's some that are like really blacked out. Now scroll back up maybe.
Okay.
Is that it for the rare? Maybe there's none available. There were some that were like really dark that looked super cool.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, the calf rates would be a good one to scoop up. I personally also like the sketchy ones, like the ones that are still kind of black and white too.
Okay, you do, because you think it's more rare?
Yeah, there's not as many of those.
Okay, the betrayal.
Yeah, that's the name of the
But
first
this one has the betrayal differently.
Yeah, so we made so even though like there's 650 rares, they're not all the same because we didn't want the collection to be boring.
Right. Okay. Okay, we'll go with this one. Let's go. All right. All right, we're getting it. Okay. And then maybe
it's only like $30 over mint price, so it's not even that bad.
Check out with MoonPay. We don't need to check out with MoonPay. Okay, we can just buy this now with ETH. No,
you should be able to if your MetaMask is connected.
It's connected. Well, okay, let's double check that. Is it? No, it must not be. Oh, it's on the wrong MetaMask account, I think. Okay, interesting. Account one. It is definitely on the wrong one.
I know, dude. It gets it's such a pain in the butt sometimes.
Right. Okay. It keeps wanting to go to the same one. Huh. Hello. How can we add?
You should be able to.
Okay, right here. Here it is. Connect.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say. There you go.
All right. Accept and sign. All right, let's go.
Then put that in your ledger, baby.
In the ledger. Get that ledger, boys and girls.
That ledger.
Okay. All right, here we go. Confirm. I'm purchasing it.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the WagMi family, Grady.
Let's go, baby. All right. That one's mine. Okay.
Awesome.
And then, hang on. We're not done yet. We're going to come back in here. We're going to get in here, boys and girls. We're going to, okay. Rarity again. Okay. I think we just did rare. Okay. So uncommon. These are uncommon. That's at the floor. So it's common. Okay. So uncommon is the same price as the common.
Yeah. So the uncommons are John and Susie Knight backgrounds. That's why they're more black. And then common is John and Susie with more daylight backgrounds.
So doesn't it make sense to buy the uncommon over the common if it's
100%. If it's
all right,
same price, hell yeah.
Let's go. Buy it now. Come on. Okay, we got two of them now, baby.
And see, this is what I say too, right, Grady?
Yeah.
This is the like I bought a bunch of comics myself. Right, there's only 5,973 comics.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I say only 5,973 is because, again, our game is positioned for mass adoption. We're going to be able to market our game through all the traditional funnels like Google ads, things like that. In fact, not only is our account already whitelisted for Google ads, Google themselves has actually made us their case study on how to market a crypto game. So they've actually taken their teams that help build out the campaigns for Supercell, and they're working with us to build out our Google campaigns as well. There's a lot go. Like I said, when I first met this team, they really knew how to do their marketing, and it's all expanded since there. So imagine, when there's 10,000 players, 20,000 players, 100,000 players, right? All of a sudden, 5,973 isn't a big number. And if those players want comic variants of the characters, maybe the floor price is too high for a comic. So they're going to have to go to the secondary marketplace. And who's putting them for sale? You guys are, because you own the comics.
Yeah, baby. Man, it's hard to wrap my mind around, as you mentioned, all these other games that have a bazillion, millions of people playing every day. And you just
That's what I'm saying, man.
Wrap my mind around that with this. And it's like the potential for gaming and crypto.
It's just going to take, I feel like the community is ready to get behind one or a couple games that are really positioned to bring Web 2 people into Web 3. And I think that WAGMI is like the Trojan horse, right? We're infiltrating those traditional marketing funnels. We're infiltrating, Web 2 gamers and streamers. And then all of a sudden, we're like, hey, did you know you actually own those characters? And then if you wanted to, you could sell them. They're going to be like, holy shit, this is amazing. So you got to get them in first.
Yes.
And then, hey, by the way, you actually own those assets. You can sell them. You can trade them. You can give them to your friends. One thing that really used to irritate me in games when I was in a clan is you always had the stragglers that you couldn't kick out, but they sucked. Maybe you just give them some higher level characters so that they're better at participating in clan events, right? Or maybe you just do nothing and you play a fun game on your phone. You don't have to do the Web3 side.
Right. And so that is so necessary to have a custodial wallet where it's just done for them.
Yeah.
Until they want to go down the crypto decentralized route, you got to have that. It's a must. I know DeFi Kingdom's been working on that with Hello. I think one of my buddies, like Sticks Intern, who was on here earlier, I think right now he might have gone live with Hello. My mind just went totally blank. Holiday.
Oh, Halliday. Yeah, dude, I like them.
Yeah. So they
partner with why they named their company Halliday, right?
Why? Tell me.
I actually guessed it out of the gate, so they liked me automatically. Because Halliday is the name of the guy that created the universe in Ready Player One. Remember? Yeah. And all he wanted to do was create a fun place for people to play games and hang out. That's what a connection is.
That I love it. And so you know those guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty well connected in the space. Like I told you earlier, I talk to everyone, man. Except BitBoy. He's annoying. I try to avoid scammers at all costs.
I'll tell you what. That's so important to get in there, get out there, to make
connections. Nothing would make me happier. Yeah. Nothing would make me happier than if BitBoy was like, WAGMI is a scam. I'd be like, well, now you know it's legit.
Oh, man. I love it. Okay. So anybody who's just coming in, start over, 1.5x speed. We're going to wrap up. And unless there's anything else you need to share, let's wrap this up.
All I have to say is this really, guys, right? You know, at the WagMi Games community, our community is amazing. I saw Kayla in there. I saw D-Bot in there.
Yeah.
Everybody is so nice in our community, warm and welcoming, whether it's our Discord. Kayla, Scott's the Web3 pimp. Yeah, even Kayla, like me and Kayla talk so much smack to each other about who's going to win in a WagMi defense battle, right? And it's good. It's that good old school fun that you used to have with your friends playing video games growing up. We really cultivated that in our community. And as far as the core team, I have it's hard enough to find one or two other people that work just as hard or harder than you at a business. Our entire core team every single day is just grinding. There's no egos. There's no, hey, that's your job. This is my job. Like everybody just works together. And I think that's the only reason why we've been able to grow as fast as we've grown in the last 18 months. I think that's the only reason. Like, you know, our COO, Brent Pease, this guy was the general manager and director of operations at Electronic Arts. He was a co-founder of Industrial Toys with a guy named Alex Ropi, and they co-founded Industrial Toys. Then EA bought Industrial Toys, and then Brent managed a group of like 220 people at EA. That's our COO. He didn't join our team just on a whim, right? Like we had to show him that what we had was worth him placing his time and energy into. And then once he joined as a COO, that's when all the other team members started coming in, like Esteban and a few other guys we haven't announced yet. We're saving. So I'm trying not to drop names I'm not supposed to drop yet, but you know, our core team is just literally a bunch of dudes that work incredibly hard and have a lot of experience, like 25 years plus experience building and launching titles you've actually heard of. And we are excited. We're going to start releasing our new characters on Thursday. You guys are going to absolutely fall in love with them. Game betas being updated week after week after week. And we have some like major catalysts coming here that you're not going to want to miss. So
you're telling us there's an onslaught of announcements coming our way about WagMi Games, baby.
I mean, we literally have our marketing planned all the way to the end of the year. Like we're on top of it.
That's what we look for. We look for teams grinding through the bear market. People, we want to find those potential 100x, 1000x gems out there. How do you do that? Teams grinding through the bear. I know we're all losing our minds are melting. We've all been mindlessly irresponsible with our money. We've been selling our kidneys. We've been getting in there. We've been buying crypto. We've been losing our shorts, losing our minds. Hang in there, boys and girls. This is how this works. You hang in there. You push through for the long haul. As we all know, Scott, I'm the biggest shit show in all of crypto, mindlessly irresponsible with my money, jumping in like the degenerate degen that I am, buying it up. But see, here's what happens. You find those projects that are pushing through the bear, and it's a bear. It's like hell. This bear market has been like hell. And I know you get weary. It's hard. It's so hard to keep going, to keep grinding. All the discouraging things that happen that come your way. Sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and like 10 steps backwards. And it's like, and then you try and take 2 or 3 steps more forward, and then it's like 20 steps backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and so to keep going, it's not easy. It's so hard. But the teams that are able to do that, they keep pushing through this bear market. And yet those are the ones that kind of prove legit because they're hustling, their heads are down, they're focused, they're driven by strong why and a passion for what they're doing. It's not about making a quick buck to them. You just said it. They've been working for 18 months. They haven't gotten paid. That's how this works. Okay.
And also the setbacks, you know, they while they suck at the time, they really force you to rethink your path forward to ensure that you will be successful. All right. Like every setback is really just a stepping stone so that you can pivot and then overcome it and then be stronger at the other end of the tunnel.
You got it. If you can get through that, you know, I was talking on this curve hack that just happened. You know, there's events like that. Just imagine if he would have gotten liquidated.
Oh yeah.
On all that curve. I mean, just how devastating that would have been for the entire decentralized industry across the board. It would have been bad, really bad. And that probably would have wrecked him. I mean, he probably wouldn't have been able to rebound. But since he did make it through, looks like he's made it through. He was able to sell some off and, you know, pay off his loans and get that sorted out. Okay, maybe he'll come out the back end stronger. And that's what we're hoping. We're hoping on that one. That would be muy bado if Curve would have gone down. So yeah, baby, your community is showing up hard. I love it. I would love to continue to collaborate. Again, we're going to be doing videos on George's channel, Cryptos RS Plus, on gaming. We want to have guys like you back on there when we get all that sorted out. George was even texting me right before this started. All right, Grady,
nice.
what are we going to do?
Let's get you on the beta as soon as probably on Monday with the new build, and let's have a game night.
Let's do it. Hey, we could even get you on sooner rather than later.
Yeah, man. Good. Well, I need to get you on the build first.
Yeah.
And then game night. Let's
go. Maybe we could even schedule next week where you just come on. I need somebody. I'm like so kind of at capacity. I feel like sometimes looking at all these different projects. That's why I just got to get in there and buy it. Otherwise, it just won't ever happen. But maybe when you come back next, it'll probably be good for users too, for you just to kind of walk me through it. Baby step. Yeah, man. Hold my hand. I need somebody to hold my hand and baby me right on through, baby.
Dude, I know the feeling.
It'll be good content probably for people that want to come in and play too, for beginners.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
All right, baby. Well, I'll have Kong, my right-hand man, right here. Right here. Kong is my own personal Jesus Christ. He's my therapist. He keeps my head on straight. He keeps me together. I love this guy. Well, let's go. Wag me to the moon, baby. We'll be watching the next crypto gym, baby, with Jet Hourglass. I'm really bullish on the weight token too, by the way, boys and girls. So love you guys. Love Kate, Kayla. Love you. Love all the new people. Ray, this is fun. All right, guys. Scott and Crypto Grady out. WagMi Games to the moon.